So, let's see. Where are we right now?
Some stuff happened. We killed some people. Some more stuff happened.
Mr. Albus, I believe you said you would give us the rundown of where we're at and what's going on.
He wasn't
Yep.
even here.
I have faith.
God damn it, you weren't either, were you?
No, I was in Mexico. I was going to just give a kind of but I was on a galleon having dinner, so I could tell you about that.
Jesus Christ.
We were laughing and saying that you have to give it because we fucking. All we remember is that we kicked the shit out of people. One of them's hostage, and now we're on our way to Rock Brawl.
I know. I put the fear of God in that hostage.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
I mean that essentially is the recap.
You guys also, you found the as the interrogation was finishing, and Shuck scared the bejesus out of the guy, the Astral Elf Warrior. You all felt the Moon Dancer slow come out of what most people in a sci-fi setting would call hyperspeed. You found that it slowed, and when your group, along with Captain Sartell, got to the top of the ship, you realized you were stopped or slowed right before a large asteroid field, where she had said this would be a perfect place for an ambush. And slowly a ship came out from around the backside of an asteroid, and she said, "Fucking mind flayers." And that was where we ended.
That's right. That's right.
You're good at that.
She begins shouting orders, and people begin to run around the top of the ship. Several of the commoners from below coming up and starting to rig to turn around. However, she suddenly pauses. Wait! And you see as this nautiloid continues to float out from behind the asteroid. Captain Sartell lets out a sigh of relief. Whew. It's derelict. She points at certain spots in the ship and she says, see all the weaponry? It's either busted or gone completely, and it looks like there's a large hole in the hull. If there were mind flayers aboard, they would have already attacked us. Looks like somebody's already picked it over, but still, there could be something worth salvaging.
I'm always down for some looting.
Very well. She calls down to Flump. Or, sorry, the Flump. Flapjack. Flapjack! Bring us alongside the ship. We'll anchor together. We're going to board it. And you hear no response. However, you do feel the ship begin to move, turning back towards the nautiloid. As it gets closer, she calls out for several people to grab the hooks. And quickly, the ship is brought alongside the others. One moment, let me put, I think I might have forgot to turn daylight mode on. No, it's on. Okay. So. Oh, shit.
I'm blind.
It's a mind flayer trick.
We just all died. Oh yeah, that's derelict. You can definitely tell. She's
All right.
Wait a
rough.
minute. Is there spiders in there?
Space spiders are no joke.
What's with that
Cal would say very
goddamn?
seriously.
That's a big ass goddamn spider web.
That is a good observation because space spiders are no joke.
She says,
I had a
well,
I had a house spider once. I burnt the house down.
says, well, I guess if we're going to board, we should be on the lookout for. And she kind of like squints her eyes on kind of weirdly and says, space spiders.
Listen, you might think that this is a joke, but if there's space spiders in there, we need to fight for our lives. So let's be prepared. I've heard stories. I've never encountered them myself, but you hear these things, whispers and rumors. Every time I hear about space spiders, people get fucked up.
So, DM to player, is this an actual thing? Like, I've never heard of this.
It is.
All right, fair enough. The hooks are set and the ship is pulled alongside. You can see that many of the tentacles are severed or nearly so. What seems to be leaking some sort of fluid out into the astral sea. Says, "All right, I'll trust you all to do your thing. Hopefully, there's something worth something there. Bring something back. If we're able to sell it, we'll split it."
You're coming with us then.
I have to be here to captain the ship.
It's not moving?
No. But
The
if
ship is not
something goes wrong, she still has to give orders.
She's going to leave us. Okay, just pointing out we're taking the risk in this scenario.
That is a good point. Perhaps as a gesture of good faith, Cal kind of looks at her and says, what's the word? And he mutters something in GIF, and then he kind of says it out loud again. Collateral. A weapon or something I could take with us just to show that you're not going to be leaving us there. I trust you. It's just, I gesture to Isfahan and say he makes a good point.
Oh no, I was going more from the angle that she was awfully quick to include herself in, hey, if we find something, we can split it. I'm like, well, you sit on the ship and we go do the work? I don't know that that's
True.
a 50-50 split, but then again, she could just leave us. So,
Yeah.
know.
I'm more worried about getting left with the space spiders. Like, Cal's super freaked out about space spiders, if you haven't noticed.
Fair enough.
Who knows? Maybe this thing still flies.
She chuckles as she looks at all of the damage to the ship that has happened in the last combat. Pieces of the hull missing, a busted mast, sails ripped. She says, "Ooh, I'm not going to be leaving anybody. I'm going to need to help repairing the ship."
Look, that tentacle jiggled. It's got some life in her. Just needs some gas.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm just a little uneasy. That's fair. You can't even operate this ship without us, truth be told.
Kind of the thing, yeah.
Cal just smiles and then kind of gets a grim look as he looks back towards the ship.
I'm gonna pick up my mock and I'm gonna throw it through the hole of the ship.
Through this hole here, I take it?
Yeah. And
All
then
right.
once I throw it through, I'm going to see through its eyes. I sit down and my eyes go white, glazed over as I'm looking through its eyes.
All right.
What
let
is
me-
that thing?
And the mock, it's
Yeah.
it's essentially like a baby mimic.
Okay. It looks
Okay.
like a space spider. I get a
It,
little
it, it,
freaked out.
it can change into whatever I want.
Okay. Up in the top left, you see your mock. Enters the ship as you look around with your your familiar.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah, it looks like a gold coin with legs right now.
does it have eyes?
Uh,
Let me see it. What's a stop block? Does it have blind sight or does it actually see?
It senses dark vision, 60 feet.
Then it
Passive
has eyes.
perception.
Okay.
It sees better than I do, Blair.
All right. As this thing lands through, it manages you manage to get a perfect throw, and it goes right in between the webbing, and it lands inside the ship. As you begin to look through its quote unquote eyes, you notice that there's an impressive chair posed at the end of a small catwalk. So its occupant can look down upon the bridge floor. Green glowing maggots crawl over the chair's current occupant. From where this creature is, you cannot see what kind of occupant, but you do see a hand kind of lax hanging over the left armrest. Small green glowing maggots writhing over its arm as they eat the dead flesh.
I'm just checking what my distance is to be able to see through it. A 100 feet from you, its reaction delivers a spell. No, that's not it. Eyes.
I think it's
Familiar's eyes
120
here and
feet.
see what it says. Okay, so I'm gonna send it to the furthest I can. You'd have to tell me what's 120 feet, because
Pretty much the entire
want-
ship. Are you just gonna
Okay.
scout the entire ship with this thing?
Well, I want it to get. You said the chair can look down over everything. Do I recognize the maggots? Are they gonna attack it?
Give me a. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be in nature. You know that maggots usually are pretty harmless. However, these ones are a little bit strange. We're not 100% sure.
All right. I want it to get close to that thing and try and just see down and see if there's anything of value on that corpse.
You want it to search the corpse?
No, just like, is there anything shiny that's not a glow bug?
As the mimic comes around the side of the corpse sitting in the chair, you notice that it has no head. Both its arms are lax, one in its lap, one hanging over the left armrest. And as it sits there, its skin is gray, almost rubbery.
All right. I'm going to snap out of it and be like, guys, coast is clear directly inside that hole. We could move forward. There's a dead um there's a dead mind flayer, I think, in the chair. It's hard to tell. It doesn't have a head. Uh there's some weird glowing maggots. Oh, they seem harmless, but let's be wary. Before we go in, I quickly like start morphing and I look like Nathan Drake. Let's do some treasure hunting.
Watch your back. And Cal's gonna take out his greatsword.
All right.
And yeah, he's ready. He's down.
In Nathan Drake fashion, I jump on and like I'm shimmying across the side of the hole and then roll through the hole and corner cover.
Astario's gonna cast some dancing lights so that we can all see for sure.
Thank you. I'm not good in the dark.
You do find that it is lit, although these lights are flickering and rather dim. They hang from the ceiling and mounted on the walls. Small orbs sitting in what almost seems like a fleshy socket, casting a bioluminescence. Isfahan, are you going down the ladder?
Yep.
Cal, I'll give you 2 gold if you stick your hand in the fleshy socket.
Sorry, who?
Cal.
So Isfahan immediately begins to descend the ladder. As you descend the ladder, you do see that there is another small level underneath where you guys were standing with the corpse in the chair. Here, another dead illithid, minus its head, lays upon this platform. More green maggots seem to be crawling over this creature as they eat its flesh.
What do you guys think took all their heads off?
That was Isfahan that noticed that. You're not down there.
Yes,
Cal's getting closer to the one up here to try to keep his distance, like strike, essentially holding an action to strike if anything jumps at him. But he's just from the distance looking at it. What can he tell about the body? He's trying to figure out what he's looking at here.
Good
Have I seen
question.
anything like this before?
Give me a... I'm going to say give me a history. You can tell a blade took this head, and you don't notice it anywhere around.
Cal lets out a sigh of relief and takes his sword down. He's like, "Oh, it's okay. Someone chopped this guy's head off. Okay, not space spiders today, at least." Oh, what do we have here? And then he lets everyone know that looks like this guy's head got taken off with a sword.
Well, that's great, but where is it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Isfahan's going to call out from below. I've got another headless illithid down here.
Squatch, I have to remove your permission again. For some reason, it is doing the same thing it did last time. And it only seems to be this
Yeah,
channel.
no
I don't know
problem.
why. All right, talk now, Squatch. Just say something.
It's still bad. I popped back over here because the dishes were being done at my house. I'll get out of push to talk, or just remove my status. Do whatever you have to do.
All right, you know what? I'm going to move this to another channel, see if it does it there, too.
There, I'm pushing my thing.
All right. Try it now.
I can hear you guys.
It's still doing it.
Dude, okay, so it's got to be on your end, man. It's got to be something in your settings.
There, I've swapped it back, and my house is silent right now, so I'll be muting when there's anything.
What are you hearing? I'm not hearing shit.
It's
When I push my talk, I mute people.
yeah,
or
yeah.
deafen.
It's giving him preference. So like when he talks, it quiets everybody else, and I don't know why.
Oh, that's why everybody's getting silent.
Yep.
I thought my headphones were just broken.
No, it's a. I don't know why. It's only Squatch, and it only seems to happen in like D&D channels, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe it's something about the perms.
I'm just
could be-
really.
It could be like with your
What does his
roles, maybe
hair have to do
one-
with it?
Terms
Yeah,
as
I
in
don't know.
permissions. But no, I fixed that last time. Like I took away all fucking all ability to like quiet everybody else.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
All right, well, I'll put us back in our normal channel then.
We.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, it was taken by a blade of some sort.
How high up is Cal right now?
What do you mean? Like from the next layer down?
Yeah.
Probably about, we'll call each floor 15 feet. So 15 feet.
Cal's gonna hang down with his hands and drop down. Cal is tall.
I'd like-
He's 8 feet tall.
I want to search this body before I leave this floor.
Sure, give me an investigation. Oh, apologies. Where you are, Cal, that would actually be 30 feet. So, unless if you don't want to take damage, you have to go down the ladder after Isfahan.
He's fine to take damage.
Okay.
He's dropping in.
Go ahead and roll me your 66.
Damn. So like Cal goes to land like Spider-Man, but really fucks it up and like sprained his wrist or something apparently.
It seems like you fell through the floor to the next floor down, bro.
I was just trying to like drop in, and then yeah.
Give me an athletics or an acrobatics. See if you even land on your feet.
No, you were definitely just trying to like roll new stats.
Yeah, you land on your feet, but yeah, you kind of sprained an ankle.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually, with that
fucked
much
that
damage, you
up.
straight broke your ankle. Crushing your ankle under your own fucking weight.
Sorry guys, bad call on that one. And gets really fucking mad about it and just starts punching stuff. And then it starts limping around. Can you put me down the second floor?
God damn it, Cal, stop moving. I'm trying. You tell me to move you to the second floor. I moved you to the second floor. You keep snapping yourself back. Jesus Christ. All right. Isfahan. Okay, the investigation. We'll do that first. Let's see. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. How are you searching this corpse?
Me?
Yeah, you're searching the corpse, you said. How are you?
Can I have my coin do it?
No, you already rolled, sir.
Oh, I'm going fist deep, dog.
All right. At first, the maggots don't seem to bother you. However, as you continue to rifle through his pockets, disturbing them, some of them fall off. Suddenly, they begin moving much quicker. Y'all can roll your initiative.
For maggots? That's wild, dog.
Oh shit, are they babies? Good thing I just broke my ankle.
Sorry, having problems with my sheet here. Just a sec.
How did we all roll 9s and 10s?
One of those
I
nights.
rolled a 13.
I'm gonna reload my page.
It's not the page's fault your rolls suck. It's you. It's your fault.
Nah,
Keep
I've
the
said it
page.
before and I'll say it again. I don't trust digital dice.
I rolled too many crits on Roll20 and not enough crits in person.
Mm.
Honestly, real life, I roll more nat 20s and more nat 1s than anything else. Doesn't matter what
This
dice
guy,
I use.
this guy's got a loaded dice that only rolls 20s and 1.
How?
Just bring a dice that's all ones and roll when you for someone else.
All right, so we're all there. So suddenly, a few of these, as you're digging through this creature's pockets, these maggots start to quickly crawl onto you, and then you start to feel try to bite you.
Motherfucker, I was looking for gold and all I found was struggles.
They seem to be trying to bite you, but they don't seem to be working very well. And as they crawl up on top of you, they begin to cover you. Astariel, you're up.
That changes things a bit.
You can hear Shuck start to yell and try to slap the creatures, these green maggots, off of her as you and Albus are about to descend the ladder. What would you like to do, Astariel?
Okay, I think I've got a solution. Because I'm assuming if I try and cast, like, Eldritch Blast on the maggots, that I'm gonna have to avoid hitting Shuck underneath them.
They are small maggots. You cannot avoid hitting Shuck with an Eldritch Blast.
Now, can I avoid hitting Shuck with the magic missile? Because those things seem to be tiny.
Automatically hits.
It does.
Yeah, assuming I can magic missile the maggots and not hit Shuck underneath them, I'm gonna magic missile the maggots.
All right. See it. You gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I just needed to check how many missiles there were.
3 per spell level.
I think we ignore the 4 necrotic. That's must be a layover from something else.
Yeah, a hex. You gotta turn your hex off. 4, 3, 2. Several of these maggots fly. Actually, they kind of explode on you as these magic missiles contact with the small insects on your skin. That is 3, 5, 9. Anything else, Astariel?
I'm gonna I'm gonna move probably to here, let's say. And yeah, be able to let Cal get up the ladder if he so chooses.
Isfahan, you hear shouts from above you.
I'm gonna climb the ladder.
And that was a 15-foot climb.
Okay, so that's 20 feet.
That would be 30 feet unless you have a climbing speed.
Oh, okay, 30 feet.
30 feet, and you get here.
Cool. And this is it right here, this thing right here that I just pinged?
Yep, it is on top of Shuck.
Cool. Well, I got 50 feet total movement, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the worms. DC 13. I already flavored it Astral Flame because everything's astral with like the Space Elves, but it's the same stat
Wow,
as Sacred Flame.
that's a natural 20.
Well, fuck me. All right, cool. I'm done.
Do I have to roll?
No, because you are not the creature that he attempted to hit with it.
I chose it because it doesn't have an attack roll that can miss. They have to roll dexterity to avoid it.
Oh, I mean, okay, I rolled the wrong one, but either way, still a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Yeah, that beats my 13 all to hell.
Albus.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do here. I could roll up a piece of parchment and start whacking the the maggots. Um, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Surely they won't jump on you next.
As sad as it sounds, kind of the plan. Yeah, so I reach into my pack, grab a piece of parchment, and start slapping the maggots off of Shuck.
Give me a strength check.
It couldn't go any worse.
You're overpowered.
As you attempt to smack these creatures, you just start smacking Shuck in the face with this piece of parchment, this rolled up parchment.
That's in that one. The maggots take the parchment and start smacking you back.
Gotta wait till your turn.
Shuck.
So I'm gonna cast Petal Storm.
Cast what now?
Petal Storm. So I'm gonna make a 15-foot cube. It makes a storm out of any debris that's lying around, leaves. Well, there's no leaves, but like dust and debris and shit, kind of like a little tornado. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in that gangwalk area.
So it says choose an unoccupied 15-foot cube of air.
Yep. So on the walkway,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna step inside of it.
Okay. 15-foot cube. Okay.
Yep, so I'm gonna.
Any creature that enters the storm for the first time on its turn, or starts its turn there. Okay, so you walked in, so I need a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, but it walked in with me, right?
No, it is not its turn. Any creature
But
that
it's in there though, right?
Okay, hold on. Any creature that enters the storm for the first time on a turn. Oh, on a turn. Sorry, I do apologize. Yes.
And either way, I was just saying it came with me, right?
Oh yes, yes. It definitely moved with you. It's on you. And okay, so you make it. You pass. Do you take half damage?
On failed save, 3d6. It just says on a failed save, you take 3d4 slashing damage.
Okay, so if it doesn't say on a failed save you take half, then you take none. Neither does the swarm of insects after a second nat 20.
Where's silvery barbs when you need it?
Right?
So unfortunately,
I'm gonna stay inside of the. Oh wait, so I can use my bonus action to move it. So could I move out and move back in?
no, because it says 1 second. Where is it?
Enters it on a turn. Oh, for the first time.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna stay in it when I end my turn, so that when it starts its turn, it's inside the Petal Storm.
All right. Cal, you hear shouting from above you. However, you have not made it that far yet. You got down there, so from there, Cal, you hear shouting from above you.
Yeah, Cal's gonna look up, say, "What the heck's going on up there?" Yell that, and then use his action to dash
All right.
with his broken ankle and kind of hobble over here in pain, grunting every time. I got 60 feet of movement. So it takes me 20 to get to the ladder, and then 30 feet to get up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm up. And I got 10 more feet of movement. So I run to the very outside of the pedal storm and try to look through and see what's going on and hold. Well, I'm going to rage because I just broke my ankle. Can I do that on this turn? Probably not, because I didn't take damage.
Post rage for me real quick. Yeah, you can rage. I just gotta see if it's gonna hold up.
And does it end because I didn't take damage?
Ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn. So yes,
Yeah.
it would end.
Okay. I'm feeling like I'm gonna snap. Kama's gonna snap, but he's not raging yet, and he's gonna end his turn.
Start of its turn. What's your DC again? 13?
Does it not say DC 16?
No, it says 13. What's your spell page say?
It literally says when I cast a spell, it says DC 16 dexterity save.
Oh, well, underneath the storm or the
No, that's what I rolled.
what?
The 13 is what I rolled on my save.
It's doing the thing with the spell save DC on the little info storm doesn't match the spell DC on his
Yeah,
character
yeah.
sheet.
Okay. That's what I was
Like,
asking.
above the pedal storm that you posted, it says DC 16 dexterity save.
I see that, but I don't have that much on my screen all at once. That's a lot in one chat box, which is why I was asking, because if you look at the
so
bottom
should
of
I
the
have taken
spell,
damage?
yes.
I failed my own save,
Yes, you should have.
so I took 7 damage.
And I need a constitution check or save, sorry, to see if you hold your spell.
Hold on, I'm doing math.
You hold on to it. Which means that if your DC is now 16, then a 13 is a fail. So give me more damage.
How do I just go and click it again?
Yep. Five damage. All right. Now it takes its turn.
Oh, I never rolled my coin in.
Pretty sure your familiars don't have attacks.
Yes, they do.
Do they?
I think. I don't know. But they still get their own. They still act on their own turn.
Well, it's probably not going to matter anyways. Because you're going to die.
I died the way I lived, covered in bugs.
So that is a hit. Sorry.
Me or on it?
On you. You take 6 piercing damage as finally the fangs of these small creatures begin to sink into your flesh. You feel them pinch and biting.
Ow! You little bastard.
However, several of them are starting to fall from your body, dead, as these winds whip around you. I need another Constitution saving throw, please. That is a success. You hold on to the spell. Astariel, you're up.
I think I'm gonna try and cast my own Sacred Flame on these maggots.
All right.
The DC's 15, not 13.
Well, roll me out your attack. Holy fuck, that is a success.
How are these maggots so nimble?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, they're fucking not. I'm just rolling fire.
No,
Stop.
reload your page.
Why? This is how it usually goes. And then later in the game, you guys roll fire and I roll trash during an actual combat. I don't know why it's like that, but that seems to be the way it works.
This feels very combat-y to me.
Right? People are bleeding.
Yeah, by bugs.
I mean, the most damage that has been taken was by somebody dropping themselves off a fucking 30-foot ledge. Let's be real here, guys.
He's a barbarian. They do that.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
I died? We beat that whole ship and then I died to a bunch of bugs.
What do you do? I quit.
Yeah, so Astariel, you try and cast this sacred flame, but as you let it go, they seem to be moving quickly all over Shuck's body, and it does not make contact.
While Cowls is now up here, is he looking kind of still battered from the fall with a broken ankle?
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, he's yeah, no, he's a little messed up. You can see him limping heavily.
I'm gonna toss a cure wounds on him.
All right.
That's touch, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Isfahan.
I'm going to try something. Dart. If I can. I don't know if I can with heavily obscured.
Is it heavily obscured area?
Yeah, look at the pedal thing. Pedal storm.
Oh, heavily obscured
heavily
area.
obscures its area.
I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Also, Cal is 8 feet, 700 pounds.
I'm gonna say no. Heavily obscured. And him on the far side, you would not be able to see him.
Okay. Then I would move over here to get a clearer view. Would I be able to see him then or no?
Nope.
Or okay, that's cool. So Sacred Flame wouldn't even be an option, right?
No.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna back off a couple squares and do absolutely fuck all for my turn. Thank you.
My bad. I shouldn't have even let Astariel do it. I didn't realize it was a
That's all good, bro. It's all
heavily
good.
obscured area. That's my bad.
I wasn't trying to give you attitude. I just realized there's nothing I can do functionally that
Yeah.
won't contribute anything.
Not without absolutely obliterating poor Shuck.
Right?
Albus.
Well, the parchment thing didn't seem to work so good. But on the other hand, it's really all I got. I mean, unless you want me to cast the Hunger of Hadar on that area, which will not end well for anybody. I'm sorry, Shuck. I'm trying here. I got. Wait, hold on. I will use Mage Hand to start. To grab one of the things and start. Just grab it and try to throw it off of them.
All right. I'm gonna call this an intelligence check.
Yeah, I don't do so good at those. Okay, here we go. Just an intelligence
Sorry,
check.
you are a warlock. Charisma check. Charisma is your fucking wow.
Yeah, not so much.
You send your hand in there to try and grab one of these creatures. The winds pick it up and start throwing it around before it spits it back out in front of you.
Yeah, that's my turn. That's all I got. Sorry, Shuck.
Shuck, are you still concentrating on your spell?
That depends. Would I be able to hit these things with a scorching ray?
I mean, it would work the same as Eldritch Blast. You're not going to hit only the creatures.
So yes, I am.
All right. Roll me your deck save. That is a fail. Roll your damage.
I ended up killing myself.
Once you roll your damage, okay, 6 slashing. I need a Constitution saving throw. You
my
hold.
my concentration's on point, but my dexterity's not.
You hold your spell. It doesn't.
So I'm gonna step out of the pedal storm and step back in. Now you give me a dexterity save.
Except that they are already inside of it. The first time it
Not at the
enters.
start. Not at the start of their turn though.
Okay, the spell reads right once when they are on a turn. That's how you gave them damage when you walked in the first time. They are still in there, and it is your turn. You cannot do that. It works the same way. That does not work, my good sir. That would be the same as the reason they put that in is because people have spells like Spirit Guardians, where they would literally they could do the attack 3 times by just moving 5 feet out, 5 feet in, 5 feet out, 5 feet in.
All right, rusting grass.
Okay. Say fingertips, corrode metal flesh, make melee spell attack against a creature. Goddamn, you're doing a level 3 spell. Okay. Okay, so this is melee. So give me a spell attack.
I clicked the attack.
That probably means it's not in there properly. Your spell attack would be just give me an attack from one of your other spells. All right. Whoa. A 23 would be a hit. So roll me 64.
I already did my damage with 26 damage. Isn't that what it is? The rusting grass that I put up there?
Oh, I didn't see that. That would be your attack. So 26. So then hit Rusting Grasp in that box with 26, and it'll give you damage. 13. Hey, congratulations! You, in a moment of desperation, you decide to burn one of your higher level spell slots. Acid begins to drip from your fingers, and you use your hands to just start slapping all over your body. The rest of these creatures drop to the ground as they begin to melt.
I drop my pedal storm and fall to my knees, putting my hands onto the gang plank and kind of melting through it. Maggots, not friendly.
Hmm. Careful around these things, I guess. How you doing there, Shuck?
At least
gotta
there
make
wasn't
it.
spiders.
That's my thoughts as well. Seriously.
However, you can see plenty of bites out of her flesh.
and chafes from the storm.
As Cal starts to the ladder, I'm gonna yell out to him, "Hey, there's another one down there with maggots on it too."
Maybe we should just burn them.
Yeah, maybe we just stand off and cast spells at them until they're all dead.
This is a good call.
I'll throw an Eldritch Orb at whatever I can see.
I'm gonna head back down the ladder, Savage.
All right.
Cal as well.
Cal, are you going all the way to the bottom, or are you going all the way to the bottom, or are you stopping at the next spot?
I'll check out the body with Isfahan. Watch him burn it.
Okay, is
Can I-
anybody still up there want to try to investigate the dead body again?
I'll do it. What could possibly go wrong?
Sure. Give me an
Please
investigation.
tell me you have Mage Hand.
Yep, nothing here, guys. All's great. Everything is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, but Roll20's rolling system is so unbiased. All right, I find nothing.
Cal will like hold his sword like a baseball bat, getting ready to bash anything that gets around him as he hangs out with Isfahan.
And I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on these little things until they're all cooked. At least all the ones I can see.
Okay. Give me a moment.
See how smart they are.
Sure, you begin to cast a sacred flame. Please roll initiative.
Quick little maggots.
You can roll your damage though. You get a you get your first thing off first.
Okay.
It rolled a 17.
Oh, well, the damage doesn't matter.
Yeah. Too bad. That was a good roll too.
Oh, thanks.
Still missing 2 more in initiative.
Sorry, my bad. Kayla was in here talking. Am I even down? I'm not down there, so am I in initiative?
Yeah, they were in initiative when when they were lower.
Sorry, my bad. Kayla was in here talking to me about chicken.
You tell her Thursday nights for the boys. For the boys.
Yeah, I was asking her to cook. I was asking her to cook me chicken
Dude, chicken's pretty damn good.
for the boys.
Yeah, go down there and cook. No, I won't. Joke ending.
Cook us all chicken. Cook the boys chicken. All right.
What are you, chicken?
I love me some fried chicken.
So, Isfahan. Jesus, I don't know why I keep putting an R in there. Isfahan. You cast a sacred flame, and the body goes up, but the maggots quickly move off of it, skittering towards you.
Well, I didn't think they'd be that smart. Shows what I know.
Albus, you hear the sound of a sacred flame go off beneath you. From your angle, you would be able to see them.
Awesome. Question: how much space is between the corpse and my teammates?
5 feet. There is one 5-foot square in between them.
All right. Well, not quite the way I wanted to use the spell, but I will cast Oh wait, can I cast spiky growth here, or is it still? Or are we still?
You are not on the ground. You are on flooring. That's something you would have to be like on a planet for, or like on top of an asteroid. I would allow it because that is basically like floating Earth, rock and whatnot.
Are these things organic though? The nautiloid?
They are made of flesh and magic.
Would that change anything?
It would not, because flesh is not ground.
But it's like, okay.
That's okay.
It can be
We'll
done with the right
cast-
equipment.
I've seen Terminator.
Oh my.
I should be able to cast it, so that my teammates are on the edge of the sphere, but I still encapsulate everything within that 20-foot radius.
So you can see, I moved you down here because you're basically 15 feet up, but this is what you would be able to see. So you would be able to see, this whole area, but that is a 20-foot radius, to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's if I cast it. Because 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so if I cast it right here. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a little bit bigger than I thought it was.
5-foot squares, a 20-foot radius means 40 feet in diameter.
All right, maybe we won't do that then.
Yeah, so
sorry,
like,
guys.
so if you were to try and cast it, like, say, in the center, like, because the point would have to be the center of the circle, right? So like that would be that would be your best, because there's a wall here. So like you could cast it at the wall, and that would be the farthest away you could get it from your allies, which is, not away from your allies.
Very good. All right. I guess I could throw Eldritch Blasts at the area and hope for the best.
Sure. Give me them attacks.
All right, here we go.
Uh-huh.
All right, and we will be putting Genie's Wrath on the first one.
Okay.
And I have Agonizing Blast, so that's going to be +7.
Yep. You kill most of the small swarm of maggots. There is still a few left that are making a beeline for Isfahan.
Then, in the immortal words of the poet DMX, damn right, and we do it again. I can cast it twice per turn. So let's see if the second one will do anything.
I didn't know Eldritch Blasts were what X was given.
Well, now you do.
All right. So I'm gonna move you back up to where you were. Yes, as you release a second blast. Oh, it didn't even matter what the fuck your damage was. It had 3 HP left. Yeah, you send off 2 Eldritch Blasts, and with the extra the flames behind it, you manage to scorch most of them, but with the second one, you finish off the last 2. Little tiny maggot bodies slam into this wall and just explode.
Nice.
Isfahan will wipe the splatter off his sleeve.
I'll yell down, "Hey guys, what happened to burning them?"
They were smart enough to figure out we were doing it. I didn't expect that.
That Cal's still holding his sword like a baseball bat, and he's like, ugh. Gotta watch our back with these bugs.
Yeah, and our front. Do you want to help me search this guy, Cal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I ain't touching any more dead bodies.
Separate investigations, or one of you can roll advantage. Y'all choose.
I give it to Isfahan as I help him go through some stuff. I take
Fuck me.
his lead.
12.
I would offer, but we've seen how I've rolled tonight.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
I also am just as good at investigations, so equal chance.
Yeah, as you search this body, in the folds of its robe, you pull out a small stone. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could just click it. Give me an Arcana.
And Cal, help me with Arcana?
I'm going to say fucking no.
I know.
Barbarian, nah.
Fuck yeah,
Damn.
bro.
Do I see what he grabs?
Hey, it's a rock.
As you pull out this vibrant purple prism, it glimmers in the little bioluminescent light. You
Do
pick
I
it
know
up
what
to
this is?
inspect it. You think to yourself, it's got to be a gem of some kind. It's probably worth something, right?
Well, I'm going to keep it because it's the first thing I've ever actually found on a corpse in this game. So, you know, it's got sentimental value if nothing else.
All right. In your inventory, put purple prism, nautiloid ship.
Can I drop my coin down to the bottom level if nobody's down there?
It's still a 30-foot drop.
It's a coin.
It's also a creature because you turned it into a creature.
Hey, can I
It
have
has
it
legs.
walk down?
Like,
Can I have it walk down the ladder?
sure. Pretty sure that thing has like spider climb or something. Sure. It heads down the ladder.
What does it see?
It's going all the way down, yeah?
All the way.
All right. It gets down and it sees a set of stairs going up to a platform. And a set of stairs going deeper down.
Send it deeper down.
Oh, I'm sorry. It also finds where it is. It also sees. Hold on. This is the same floor. It does see something though.
What? I'm giving everyone the play-by-play of everything I see so that you see it as well.
So it notices. God damn it. Try that again. Hiding behind, underneath the platform, to where the top of the stairs are, seem to be small worm-like creatures.
There's enemies. I see enemies. There's worms, like bigger maggots, giant.
Are you looking through its eyes right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an insight.
I'm dumb as a bag of bricks.
They seem to be on guard. They notice this small creature. However, they seem to freeze in place. You are not sure if they are hostile or not.
Can I ready a spell for it to deliver?
Sure.
So I'm gonna have it walk up, and I'm gonna ready another rusting grasp. And like, do I have to ready the spell? Like, I lose the spell?
If your spell does not go off, you lose the spell slot.
Is that how it works?
Yes,
But
it
like,
is.
I can just have it run up and then cast the spell, or do I have to ready it for a familiar?
So it has to burn its reaction. So basically, it has to be near a creature. You start to cast a spell on your turn, and then it uses its reaction to deliver it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have it get closer, and if I notice them looking like they're gonna attack, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna ready a spell and have it cast Rusting Grasp through it.
Okay. What are the... We haven't heard much from Albus or Stario. What are you two doing while all this is going on?
Probably making my way down the ladder.
All
Yeah,
right.
climbing down the ladder and not jumping off and breaking my ankle.
Are you stopping at Astarion or Jesus Christ? Isfahan's and Cal's level, or are you going to the bottom?
I'm just gonna go straight to the bottom.
I'm gonna follow.
If I see them scurry on by, I probably would want to be following down to see what's going
Well,
on.
this is happening while you guys are searching the corpses. I haven't like focused on them at all yet. So
Gotcha.
yeah. Albus and Astariel, as you guys get to the bottom, you notice. You hear Shuck call down that there's possible enemies down there as you hit the bottom. You turn and you see his small,
Coin.
yes, his small coin scurrying into this alleyway. And as you look down the alleyway, you can see these large worm-like creatures. The two of you can actually, you know what? Shuck, Astariel, and Albus, you all can give me your choice of... Actually, I'm gonna say it's got to be Arcana.
It's a good thing my character thinks he's a wizard.
Wow. The non-wizard wizard knows that these are Surlons, malevolent worm-like creatures ejected from the far realm long ago, mostly living on the astral plane. These particular ones seem to be fully grown, as they are about 7 feet long. They have legs that end in hooves and arms ending in hands, with 3 long fingers protruding. The eyeless head resembles that of an earthworm, wriggling and moving, a maw ringed with teeth.
Does malevolent mean bad or good?
Bad.
Yes, bad. Did I say malevolent? I
You
did.
said
I did.
malevolent creatures.
So,
Can we actually see that these things here are creatures?
yes,
Or okay.
they are what I just described. And Albus knows what they are.
Uh-oh. Yeah, knowing that they're likely to cause us harm, my first instinct is kick their ass.
Very well. And Shuck, your creature is skittering closer, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, it gets that close to them, and they burst into movement. Everybody,
So then I
roll
ready
initiative.
my rusting grasp and have it cast rusting grasp.
There is no. On your turn,
I
you can
told you
cast
that-
it.
But I told you
Yes,
that's what I
you
was
do
doing
not
as
get a
reaction.
surprise round, dude. They know you're there. They know what's happening. They're ready for fight. You got to remember, a surprise round is it has to be a surprise. They have to not know you're there. It's got to be sneaky. But they, like I said, they saw this creature. I'm just letting it get close to them so that when your turn does come around, you can do what you were trying to do. You just can't do it before your turn. That's all. So everybody roll your initiatives, please.
How does my goddamn spider coin have better initiative than me?
Well, let's just hope that it's not a problem. All right. Okay. This one sees this small creature and doesn't find it much of a threat. Indeed. Okay. They begin to burst into movement, skittering quickly on its hooved legs, running on all fours. It will get to there. No, that's silly. It pops open a door and slides inside. Stariel.
All right. I'm gonna move out from behind Albus a little, and I'm gonna cast Hex on, let's say, this one right there, the bottom left corner.
All right. And which ability gets disadvantage?
It's saves that get disadvantage, right?
I think it's
Oh,
skill
checks.
checks.
Okay. We'll do strength then.
Okay.
And on that same creature, I'm gonna fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Let me get my crit fail roll table out.
You guys speaking? I don't hear anything.
I was looking for my roll table. Astario, E100, please. A test of insight. If you, whoever loses, misses their next attack, guaranteed. So roll me an insight. Ariel?
This one's gonna be good. Oh my god.
So nobody misses their next attack. Not guaranteed, anyways. You both, they were both 12s. Bonus action? Sorry, use tax. Movement?
I'm gonna uh to like the top left corner, these are stairs up, right?
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna park myself right next to them.
All right. That's 20 feet. It looks around, it sees Albus, and then it sees you. It rushes towards you in a fury of hooved legs and three-fingered hands. As it closes in on you, Jesus. Yeah, it hits with all three attacks. One, its right hand slashes out and it cuts into your shin. The next one, it breaks upwards, catching the side of your arm, kind of throws you off balance, and as it does, it reaches in and bites into your kneecap. Jesus Christ. 5 plus 9, sorry, 10 is 15. 25 damage between all three attacks.
Ouch.
With that, we are at the Mock's turn.
So since I told you the second I start seeing them moving menacingly, can I say my attack was readied? Since I couldn't get my surprise?
Yes.
So I'm gonna have the mock jump on its back, and then it's going to deliver my rusting grasp, dripping acid down on top of it.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec to find. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
16 bitches.
Yeah, as this creature gets on top of it, you release your spell and it starts dripping acid from its legs onto the head of this creature. Does it speak? All of you hear a loud screeching in your ears. However, it does not seem to be coming from external source.
Um, with the, I'm gonna have it fucking like hold on with your. No, I'm not having to get off. It's
I had to
holding on
move
with
it to
your-
change the health. Relax.
It's holding on with your life, hoping that it can't strike it if it's on its back.
I mean, it has arms. But okay,
It's a slug.
I get what you're trying. Yeah,
But it's on its back. It's gonna try and position it in its a spot where it thinks it can't reach. You know that one spot you can never scratch? That's where it's standing.
okay. So that was its reaction. What's it wanted to use?
Oh, so it can attack?
Also, what else does that spell do? It does more than just damage. I know that. Here, let's do that. Not wearing. If it is wearing magical armor, wielding non-magical shield, you can corrode either its armor or shield. It's not. Pretty sure it's not. It is not wearing armor or shield, so the AC does not matter.
So does this apply? Where can it adhere to it because it's still in the form of a coin?
Yes.
And it's biting it.
All right. Well, let me finish reading this spell first. I'm corroded armor takes permanent. Okay, it doesn't have armor, so that doesn't matter. Okay. So as it starts to burn this creature with acid, it kind of like adhesive. What's the word? Adhesives to its back. That sounds wrong.
Adheres.
No, it
Adheres.
adheres.
Thank you. Adheres to its back. Engine attack rolls against any creature adhered to it. Okay. So roll me another d20. See if it crits. Or just roll another bite attack. That'll be easier. All right, not a crit, but give me the damage. It continues to screech out as it tries to reach this creature on its back. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Isfahan.
Can I tell where this is coming from? This is downstairs, right?
Yes. You know that Astariel and Albus went down. See, from your angle, you could probably see. You could at least see the bottom half of this creature, and you can definitely see this one here. Which I guess you can't see it, but
Can't see that.
you can definitely see that there's one here. And you see that below this awning here, there's one back here.
All right, well, I'm going to go there, and then down the ladder, and I think that was like 20 the last time movement.
No, it was 30. 15 feet
30, okay.
and climbing, unless you have a climbing speed, it works as difficult terrain, so it doubles the movement,
Okay.
yeah.
That's 40, so I got 10 feet. And I'm going to move there and throw a couple of darts at the thingy nearest me.
Okay. Yeah, it's a hit.
And that's all I've got for action economy.
Okay. Yeah, you rush down this ladder, and as you get to the bottom, you immediately chuck out two darts, just one hand after another, sinking into this creature. It screeches as it turns to look at you. Shuck.
So I only have 30 feet of movement. I'm going to drop my being able to see through its eyes, and I have, where the fuck does it say my speed? 30. So I'm gonna go down as many ladders as I'm able to, and then you tell me if I can see anything.
So you can see that Astariel is here. You can see that there's one of these creatures injured here.
So
Isfahan.
I can see it from where I am though.
Yes, not the one that your mock is on. But you can see the one that is attacking Astariel.
All right, as soon as that one's in range, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Orb at it. I'm gonna make sure that I shoot it in a way where Astariel is not within range, because it hits everything within 5 feet. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it very well might.
I hit a nat 1.
So, you would have to be aiming this directly at a creature. There would be no way that Astariel would not get hit.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 1. I didn't hit anyway.
You forget, nat ones mean something bad happens.
Sorry,
But
Astariel.
you would be aware that this spell would have hit Astariel. If you would like to change the spell, although a little bit metagamey, I will allow it, because you would know that this would definitely be hitting Astariel if you had hit the creature.
So I'm gonna use my Pentacle of Woe, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to use a hex. The hex I'm using is Hobble.
And what was the spell?
And then after I've hit it with the Hobble, I'm going to cast.
Because you did roll that nat 1, it doesn't need to be a spell attack. Not a saving throw, to be clear.
Oh, well, then I guess I'm not casting anything then, because pretty much all of my spells are. Let's actually do Candy Blast,
All right.
because that, even if I miss, it'll be rough terrain then.
So your first one hits Astariel, and your second charge hits the Sirlon. Please roll me your damages.
Second charge, there's only one attack. The other one's a hex.
Oh, it increases damage. Oh, I see.
But the hex wouldn't have hit Astariel no matter what. Like, you have to do a saving throw, strength saving throw.
Yep. But roll me your damage for the Candy Blast.
Sorry.
As Shuck, you aim at this Sirlon, you feel your hex connect. However, as you throw your Candy Blast, you miss your target and hit Astariel.
I am going to end my turn. I'm gonna be like, sorry, Astariel. Have a sweet.
As you call out, you watch Astariel hit the ground unconscious. Little pieces of candy embedded in her flesh. Sirlon is going to attack your mock. I need your mock to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. That is a fail. Does it have any resistances or immunities?
Prone.
No damage immunities or resistances?
It's just condition immunities prone. Oh, damage immunities acid.
Okay. It takes... Wow, really? Only 10 psychic damage.
I don't know how to change its health bar. I don't have a health bar on its sheet like I do for my character.
So you click on the token, and you should see the bubbles come up. So the green one is HP. So you click on that, and on your keyboard, you hit -10 and hit enter, and it will change the HP on it.
I just changed the date myself.
I mean, that's fair. It's a 10, so it's an easy one. But honestly, that's how I make it quick. Whenever I see your damage, I just like I'll
Well,
click.
when I clicked on it, it highlighted it, so I'm pretty sure if I hit -10, it would have made it -10.
Did you click on the green bubble?
Yeah, and it automatically like highlighted all the things inside of it.
Yeah. So if you hit -10, it subtracts from the original
Okay.
the original amount. That's how I do it with all the NPCs. That it makes it so much quicker than trying to do math and then just punch in the right number. All right. So, yes, as this creature looks at it, it focuses, and you could feel your connection. It's still there, but it faded for a moment. You can tell that this familiar of yours is in pain as a couple of its legs start to snap. Cal, what you doing, buddy?
So, Cal, quick mechanics question. If Cal were to step off of this again, obviously...
This one is only a 15-foot drop.
Oh.
Yeah, before you jumped from the next level up.
Oh, fuck yeah, then. Yeah, Cal's going full send mode, pulling out his sword, running as fast as he can, and jumping off of this ledge. I can't see right now what's below, but I guess I probably could see what's below.
I can point it to you. Let's see. Istariel's downed unconscious body is here. The Sirlon is here. Isfahan is here. And Albus is here.
Okay, I'm going to jump down and try to engage the one that took down Astariel. I think that's probably what would catch Cal's eye as he just runs and jumps. And
all right, what is your speed, sir?
It's 30.
Okay, so I'm just going to put you would be right here, so 15 feet up. 5. Yeah, with Pythagorean's theorem, you could get to there. You leap, charging off this, off the ledge next to Shuck, and you jump.
Yeah,
you land on the ground.
Yes, just swinging, full swing.
Athletics. See if you land on your feet first.
By the way, I'm
You sure
assuming
do.
the hex is now gone from the one I hexed.
Yes, you're unconscious, so yes, you would lose concentration. Thank you for the reminder. But you land next to Sirlon. You also land on candy spread out over the area. Make your attacks, sir.
Yeah, he's going to swing for it with the great sword. And also put a little bit of a astral spark on there as well.
I'm because you're coming down from above, roll me another one. I was about to say I'll give you advantage. 21 it is. That is a hit.
That
All
has
right.
the astral spark damage, which I now no longer have. Wait, hold on. Astral spark is a proficiency. Why isn't this over my thing? So I have it 2 more times.
Oh yeah, you don't get your second attack until level 6 as a barb, do you?
I know, very sad.
I was about to say
But
you're gonna roll again, but no, I guess not.
well, don't count me out, sir, because he's still standing. I take it.
Uh-huh.
Fucking axe to surge.
Okay. Action
And we're swinging.
surge. Action surge,
Surging.
guys. Ooh.
Push my glasses up. Action surge.
He is still standing, but he's not looking good. So you come rushing in, you drop down from above, chop into this creature. You chop one of its arms off. You then come back across and slice open its for lack of a better term, its belly. This strange ooze starts to just free float out of its belly. Slime just starting to hit the ground. It screeches in your mind.
Al just is locked in and bonus action rage.
All right.
End turn.
Albus.
Hey yo, it's your boy. We will be
your boy.
casting. I'll say right about on the coin.
Like, fuck that coin. All right, give me a second. We're gonna make it purple, and it is
Is
20
the
foot.
coin not on its back anymore?
It's still on its back. I just it's still there. I just had to move it so I can change HPs and shit. And it's a pain to keep moving it back and forth. We'll just remember
I was
it's on
just
his back.
making sure because when he said he was attacking on the coin, I wanted to make sure he was hitting it, not just the coin.
Well, really, it's a point. So if I'm casting it on the when I say casting on the coin, that's kind of like the center of the circle.
Hey, who's this Benito Kralazar that the coin can see?
Doesn't matter. You can't see through its eyes right now.
But I could see through its eyes when it went over there.
It's another creature.
Well, what's it look like? Because I would know what it looked like when it jumped.
It
on
likes
the
like a
guy.
smaller one of them.
Okay.
All right, so this is Hunger of Hadar. I need what is cacophony of whispers, slurping noises, no light, illuminate the area. Creatures fully within the area are blinded. Avoid creatures warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature ends its turn must succeed on dexterity saving. Okay. Bonus action, sir?
Yeah, I don't have one, but yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay, starts its area. So give me your roll for the cold, please. Oh,
Sorry, I think I
damn.
forgot something there.
There is no saving throw either, eh? Not until it ends its turn. Okay. 7 cold damage. Okay. It is... Can it get out? Hold on. Let me look at this here. It can, and they are quite intelligent. You hear a thud as something falls. It's a little, it's like a moist thud. Give me, since it's running because of you, Albus, I want you to give me 6. Okay. That is movement. And it is not going to make an attack. This one takes. Okay, we're gonna him down. This one. Give me another 2d6, Albus. Okay, it is going to try to move. Are you okay, bro?
Who?
You.
Oh, was my mic on?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck was that? I thought you were choking to death.
Oh no, I saw a meme.
Oh, okay. Weird
I would
reaction
roll
to a
insight
meme,
check
but all
on that.
right. Yeah, for real though, right?
I said,
It sounded like you were gasping for air. All right. Anyways, this thing is going to try to move out. And 15. He cannot get all the way out, so he makes his deck save. And that is a fail. So give me 2d6 acid. Oh, and your mimic's on top of that one. There. Okay. You can hear like the hooves beating as they try and run, but the whispers coming from this area seem to nearly drown it out. Give me. What? I'll just go deck save now because he's not getting out either. That is a fail. So give me 4d6. Astariel. You know the drill.
sorry.
Let's do this.
I didn't mean to
I
turn you
believe
into
in
a
you.
pinata.
Didn't mean to turn you. Did you just say I didn't mean to turn you into pinata?
Yeah.
See.
Okay. Do you have a memory you wish to share?
I do. I just have to make sure that I'm remembering it correctly. Istariel remembers trudging her way through the astral plane to a planet where she was able to live and get her life together and more grounded than it had been before. And and while she was living there, she heard about the Spelljammer Academy and thought that this was her chance to finally get back out to exploring, but with with the safety net of I always have a place to go back to.
All right, and with that, we turn back to the Sirlon. Missing an arm, it's losing one of its attacks. It reaches towards you. Towards you, Cal. And as it does so, it takes a bite, dealing 10 piercing damage. However, I need you to roll me a D100, please. Huh. All right. Contested intimidation. Oh god, this is gonna be so bad. Oh, dude, a 19. Yeah, no. She rolled a 3 with a -2 attached to it. All right. So,
I ain't afraid of no worm.
if you fail, you can't attack them with your next attack. So, as it bites you, it looks up and tries to claw, and you kind of just move your head back the slightest bit, and you lean forward and growl, grinding the handle of your great sword as you begin to raise it above your head. And you don't even have to roll insight. You can feel that this thing is shaken in its I don't know, horseshoes, I guess. Like
Yeah, exactly.
mock.
Oh, bro, we didn't read my thing properly. Well, I guess my attack hit before. So I have advantage on attacks against a creature I'm adhered to.
I
So
know.
I'm gonna.
I gave you advantage on it.
Oh, that's why you had me roll again. I
Yeah.
didn't understand why you had me roll another d20. All right, well, it's gonna bite her again.
Before it does that though, I need Albus to roll me 2d6.
Do I have to get damage because I'm in this thing?
Yes, you do. You take 5 cold.
That's fine. I got 3 hit points left.
And then you miss your attack.
But I got 3 hit points.
You can't be using numbers. Come on now.
My bad.
All right, you might not have those for very long. Give me a dexterity save and Albus a 2d6.
Ah.
Yeah.
Its days of mocking are done.
It sure is.
So can you move my token, Blair? Because you said I could see things, but now that mock is gone, I can't see anything.
All right, just remember you are 15 feet up. So
Okay.
basically where you can stop seeing is right here.
That's fine. I'm gonna come down the rest of the way anyway.
Isfahan.
So stabilizing somebody is an action and a medicine check.
Do you have a healer kit?
Never mind. I'm going to move forward and attack this guy right here.
All right.
Because no, I don't. At least I don't think I do. Let me check. No, I don't. Crap.
Wow. Yeah, you charge forward and you give me your damage. I'm pretty sure that's going to be enough. Oh yeah, you want to describe that?
No, I'm not good at it.
Seeing the hole that Cal slashed in his belly, you rush in and just do a full front kick with all of your force. Right in that same spot, your foot sinks in and you feel the spine at the back. You continue to push back, and what little spine there is busts out through the back. As it falls, you just remove your foot and kind of like shake off the grime.
Cool. Next question. If I stand right here, does the darkness affect me? Well, I can't see anything inside it. Never mind. I don't know anything else. And Cal looks hurt, right?
Yeah, he looks a little hurt, but Astario looks unconscious.
Yeah, but I don't have a healer's kit, so batting 50 cents. will get
Maybe
me a cup
I
of coffee.
do.
Oh, duh. Can I search Astariel as a bonus action? Or is that a full action?
I would say Astario, do you have one?
I don't have a healing kit, but I sure do have a dragon vessel that you could find.
Post a dragon vessel for me.
Give me just a sec.
Wait, your genie vessel, you mean? No, you're not the genie. You're dragon vessel.
I'm the genie guy.
Dragon vessel's the one that you can choose to make a health potion.
Do you have to be attuned to it?
I believe so. But I've been kind of running under the impression that like in the morning she would create a healing potion and then be able to just drink it like a normal healing potion.
I'll let it slide this time, but that's something you got to say going forward. All right.
Okay.
Which one do you have? Slumbering or?
The slumbering, I think.
Okay. All right. So, Isfahan, you know that she has this particular item. I would say it would probably be hanging from like a belt loop, kind of like a potion itself would.
Got it. So I'm gonna go over to Astariel and how do I use this thing?
She's had it for a while, so you would have seen her use it before. You basically just unhook it, and this thing have a picture. Hold on a sec. Now, why would it have okay, be a potion bottle, drinking or other container? What does this thing look like? Your choice.
I'd say it looks uh I'm trying to find a comparison, but it's got a very small bottom and it widens towards the top with little little scales, and at the very top it kind of like the top of the bottle has embellishments that kind of curl out into little dragon wings and dragon claws.
Got it. I'll grab that using my object interaction, and can I do anything with a bonus action?
Oh, that's right, you attacked, didn't you?
I did.
I'm gonna say that as a bonus action, vessel's empty. You can speak on once properties. A potion. Okay, so you can create what it had, oh my god. You can decide what you want it to create as a bonus action, but to actually feed it, I would say it's probably going to take the same way as you feeding feeding a potion to somebody. So it would take
Full
your
action.
action.
Okay, so I use my bonus action to will into existence a healing potion.
He's already got the healing potion. I was just reading the description to figure it out.
Okay. My
Yeah,
bad,
no,
my bad.
yeah, he's got a healing potion already prepped in there. Or sorry, she does. You'll have to wait until next turn to actually
Got it.
pop it in her. Yeah.
That'll be the end of my turn then, and I'll just stand poised to provide the healing potion next turn.
Okay. Shock.
All right, so I'm 15 feet up. Does coming down the ladder just cost 15 feet?
30. It works the same as rough terrain.
Say I'm coming down the ladder. Would I be able to jump off the ladder just to get this to the next square over at some point without taking damage?
Without taking damage, no. Like if you were coming down the ladder, like it's still mechanics, right? Like you gotta stay within the rules of the mechanics. So
Yeah. But
if you wanted to jump
what's
from the top,
damage for jump? What? No, not from 15 feet up. But if I came down to 5 feet up and used the last, because if so, 10 feet down would technically cost 20. So to use my last 10 feet, would I be able to just jump over to the next square over? Like that's only 5 feet up. I'd take damage from that.
yes, it is 1d6 per 5 feet.
And if I just came down where I am, I don't have a clear line of sight.
I mean, this thing here, this Hunger of Hadar or Arms
No, I
of
just
Hadar.
mean, Albus would be in my way of shooting like a scorching ray, right?
I mean, you can't see those creatures. It's a globe of darkness. You can't see anything inside that circle. Right now, there is no enemies in your visible sight.
Okay. All right, I guess I'm just gonna come down the ladder, and I will reach into my gray bag of tricks and pull out an
Sorry, you cut out. Pull out a what? Oh, an animal.
whatever I pull it.
All right. Give me D8. Bruh.
And I can throw it up to 20 feet, it says, so I will be throwing it 20 feet.
I'm sorry. Fucking what? And throw it up.
It says I can, it
Jesus.
said throw it 20 feet. And then it lands and transforms, so it'll be right beside Cal.
All right. Well, it is. Okay. I did not give it to you, apparently. Giant badger, giant rat. Okay. Give me a sec.
I think you've really only given me them as I've used them.
Yeah, I think so. And you're putting it next to Cal?
Well, that's 20 feet, yeah. Is that how big it is?
What? I think that might be a mistake. Let me see. I gotta put it in your shit first. Changes. It is fucking huge. It is classed as huge.
It is a giant oak.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge.
What the fuck?
I love it. And this isn't even the strongest bag of tricks. This is like the medium or the weakest one, wasn't it? I rolled the weakest one.
Close to it, I
But there was-
think.
There was 3 bags of tricks, and I'm pretty sure I rolled the weakest bag of tricks out of the 3. Yeah, so I will before I end my turn, I will yell to my giant elk, the second you see something poke out of that thing, I don't care what it is, if it isn't one of the people that's with us right now, you bore that bitch. Gore that bitch. Gore that bitch is what I meant.
Transform.
I was kind of hoping you were going to go with boar, so that when it comes out, it's like Can I talk to you for a moment about the blue jay?
I get it. The boar. Oh my god. Yeah. So, Shuck, do you want to describe what this looks like as you yank this? Like, I would say it probably looks like something miniature, and then when you throw it, it like grows in the air. Would you like to describe what the
I
fuck
look at
happens?
everybody. I'm like, guys, I can't make it any further. I got this though, and I reach into my bag and I pull out the little card or coin or whatever it is, and I chuck it, and I'm be like, I choose you, and I throw it, and a giant elk starts to form as it flies through the air. Its legs are fucking kicking as it lands onto the ground. But like, I look and like, holy fuck!
And you now have the stat block, by the way, in the summons and conjures.
I opened its character sheet. That's what you mean?
Yeah. If it's an NPC, they call it a stat block.
Yeah,
But
that's
yes.
my turn. That damage ain't too bad.
You have to. I think you've got to roll it into initiative, though. Do you not?
No,
You
it
bonus action.
acts on my turn. Oh, I don't know.
Its next turn, and what action it takes on its next turn. So yeah, you got to roll it in.
All right, but if I don't give it an action, it just acts on its own.
Acts as a fashion appropriate to its nature.
I did give it an action though.
Yeah,
Did it roll in? Did it work?
it did. Yeah, so you last in initiative order. It kind of like scrapes its hoof against the ship and because elks fucking sound horrendous, by the way. It is loud. It is not pleasant. But it kind of like butts its head around in the air a bit. Albus, 2d6, please.
But of course.
Okay. Now it is going to move. And rough terrain, so it can only get to there. Gonna make a dex save. I believe it still takes half damage, right? Or no?
Let me check the spell. No, it doesn't say anything about half damage on a successful dexterity save.
Okay, so that means it does not. Al, you are up, sir.
Al is going to step forward and post up on this dead body. I guess this thing, how big is this thing?
These things are medium. So the same size as y'all. I believe it was 7 feet long.
And Astariel is back up?
No,
that?
not yet.
So what happened with we're
It's
waiting for that to
yeah,
happen?
yeah. He's got to use an action to feed her the potion.
Okay. So, seeing that that's happening, he's gonna nod his head to Isfahan and move forward beside this creature and stand right here. Grab his greatsword, pull it up high, and post up and hold an action to deal with whatever steps outside of that Hadar.
Very well. Albus, you are looking at the asshole of a massive elk. Its balls dangling low, my friend. This sucker, top of its head is about 12, 13 feet. So you're almost at pucker level. What do you want to do?
I want to climb on its back.
Give me an athletics, I guess. That's a pretty high like climb jump kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe I'll just use Misty Step to appear on its back. Yes, that's what I will do.
Okay. So you kind of you look at its size and you kind of like get into like almost a horse karate stance, spreading your legs wide and kind of crouching down a little bit, and you cast Misty Step. Which, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to put you back in order because otherwise you're gonna be behind his tokens. So. Turn. There you go. You Misty Step onto his back.
Okay, and yeah, I think that's my turn.
No action.
Not really a whole lot I could do other than drop the concentration, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. Let's make them fight their way out of it first.
What did Cal do? He held an action.
Oh, I know, but can I hold an action for a cantrip?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's great. So I'll hold an action for Eldritch Blast.
And the triggering is
As soon as anything steps out of that field, I'm going to hit it with Eldritch Blast and the push, and I'll push it right back in. If it hits.
okay. Sirlon, give me 2d6. More psychic screaming. It moves, something emerges. Cal, you had your held action first. Cal? There it is. That is a damn, bro. That is a miss.
Yeah, he just swings and whiffs right in front
He
of it. It's
sure
far too early.
does. But as he misses, Albus.
Sorry, here it is.
That one is a miss. Second blast.
Here we go.
Bro.
Wow, what's going on?
All three of these attacks go wide, missing the target as it steps out. Cal, it's really not looking good, but it's gonna, as it looks directly at you, I would like a wisdom save, please.
Do I get a reaction when it comes within 5 feet, or only when it's leaving?
When it is leaving, unless the stat block says specifically.
Cal's going to use an inspiration point.
Smart. That was a pretty damn good roll. So you take half of it, which is 9.
And what type of damage is... actually, I'm not raging right now. Never mind. Because I didn't do any damage there. Oh, wait. No, I attacked, though.
Trust me, it gets past. Yeah. You take 9.
I'm thinking, though, for my
For your
my
rage? Yeah, no,
Like
I know.
mechanically though, if you're holding an action, does that use your action to attack, or is that outside of your turn?
It uses your action and reaction. So your action is to hold your action, and then to actually use it is your reaction.
But for rage, in order to keep it, you need to make an attack. So by holding attack, are you making an attack?
No, you are not.
So I lose rage.
Yeah.
Okay,
And even
I
if
do
you
not
were
have-
raging, this would go past it anyways, because
Yeah.
as you miss your attack, it turns and you feel this great, immense pressure on your head. You feel your nose begin to gush blood, and your head pounds, almost like your skull is starting to crush your brain. And you take the 9 psychic damage.
Dang. Sounds good.
Elk. Elk.
All right. So because I gave it an action to attack anything that came out, it's going to rear up and use its hooves attack. Do I need to move to use that?
What is the range on it?
5 feet, but like if you're going by it
You are
taking
within
all
5
those
feet.
square, yeah.
All right. As it rears up, Albus, I need you to give me a dex save, please. Lucky you. As this thing rears up and it attacks with its hooves, you hear the squelch as the hooves hit the target. You manage to lean forward just in time and grab a bit of its mane as it kind of lurches up into the air, and you almost fall off, but you manage to grab it and hold on. Give me your damage. Oh, holy shit!
Buddy, it does 4d8 plus 6.
Yeah. Would you like to describe what happens?
The thing is spooked. This thing comes out, it sees it fucking lunge out, everybody else misses. It like does its fucking like a caribou jump, like, and it just like front legs come up and just comes slamming down, hooves right through it as it splatters on everybody. We can't hear you, Blair.
I said you people and your fucking puns.
What puns?
Chat, Cal.
Literally hooved.
It behooved me to destroy you right now.
Oh no! All right, I can't handle this. I need more rum for this
Game
shit.
over. We all died. Yeah.
I need
The
rum
ship
for this
explodes.
shit.
Hey Blair, would you be a deer and grab me some too?
The buck stops here.
Oh,
That's it. That is fucking it. The ship fucking explodes. Everybody dies.
Asteroid hits the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
the moose does have horns or antlers.
Yeah, it does. Does the elk have anything else?
Yo, this thing's got more languages than me. No.
Holy shit! Does it really?
Languages: giant elk understands Common, Elvish, and Sylvian, but can't speak.
Sylvan. That's what they speak in the Feywild.
Yeah, but it has more languages than I fucking do. It's got more hit points than I do.
Holy
Yeah, we're just
shit.
gonna shuck it, take the elk with us then. Is that cool, Blair?
I don't know if we can get it back up the ladder.
It's not even a ladder. You guys literally had to jump, so you very well might be able to get it back.
Great, we don't
Oh.
have to eat it.
Oh, up the ladder on this ship. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that might be an issue.
Al can lift something as if he's a large creature. So I might be able to.
You know what?
It's a huge creature.
But where does a backpack?
Honestly, with its size and its strength, it can probably jump to the next level.
And there was another hole lower in the ship. Maybe that hole is down here.
Yeah, so with that, we'll move on to the next Sirlon's turn. Give me another 2d6. Me, Sir Albus.
Sorry, having technical difficulties. Just a sec.
Roll 20 after fucking 8 p.m. 10, okay.
There we go. And basically, when I said technical difficulties, I was just having problems typing the right thing.
Oh, okay. Holy fuck. Made me choke on my smoke. Goddamn. Okay. And it moves out. You see it shocked for a moment. It kind of like looks up. And it begins to attack. Wow. Told you, man. Later in the night, that's when I start rolling badly.
What'd you roll?
That's a
All
very
misses.
eclectic roll.
Its armor is only 14.
Yeah, I know. I can click on it and see its armor. That's how I know they were all misses. No, not ones, but all misses. It makes several attacks, and the creature kind of like comes up on its hind feet again and starts using its hooves, kind of like trying to batter it, but it makes the Sirlon miss all its attacks. Stariel, you know the drill.
Has nobody fucking shoved his thing in his gullet yet?
2 turns.
That's going to be this round.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have
And then
another memory?
I remember.
That I do. Mm. Estario remembers as a very, very young child living in her village and being part of like the Church of Angarad. And she remembers how caring the people in the church were towards those less fortunate, and how that she would want to continue on that sort of that mindset to care for people even if you don't personally know them.
Okay. Like it. That one is dead. So, Isfahan.
I will use my action to give Astariel the healing potion.
Okay. And you're the one pouring it in, so you roll it out. 2d4 plus 2. Stariel, you wake suddenly as you feel some of your wounds close. Takes a second for your eyes to focus, but you see Isfahan using your dragon vessel to pour a healing potion into your mouth.
Sorry about
Thank
the
you.
delay.
I really needed it. I
Very
see
well.
we've got 2 more. Let's kill them.
And as you finish pouring it into her mouth, I'm guessing you're gonna fucking put it next to her or something.
Nah, just for action economy, I'm going to use my bonus action to tie it back where it was.
All right.
And let me then move. Is that black stuff still there?
Yes.
I'll move right here and stop.
All right. Shock.
Did I hear Astariel say there's only 2 left?
Technically, she only can see the one. But
no,
yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Well, I saw 4 at the start, and then I see 2 dead bodies, so I would assume
Fair enough.
that
Fair
there's
enough.
2.
So when I hear that, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what it is, but there's actually one other thing in there I noticed before I cut link with my familiar. There is one more in there. It looks smaller, but it looks more important. And then I'm going to what the elk's really big, so how does line of sight work? Like, can I shoot between its legs?
I'm gonna say that your target probably has partial cover. I'm gonna go with probably give it quarter cover.
So because it's so big, could I stand underneath of it?
No.
So, and then he's in the way there. So, how can I move past everybody?
You can't. There's no way to move past anybody. So you can either take your shot and hope it hits from between the elk's legs, or
What about like saving throw spells?
those would work.
All right, give me one second. So, I'm going to move first. Probably right there. And I'm going to use a cursed act on the only one I can see. So DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so that is a fail.
So the damage was 10 psychic.
Yeah, about that. As you feel this spell connect, you hear something in your head, almost like it's laughing.
All right, so when I think that my spell does not take effect, I am going to cast, because like it doesn't damage it, but it still took effect, right? So because it has lasting effects past this turn.
Creature makes wisdom saving throw. Cursed target, while cursed creature takes psychic damage once per turn.
So
Psychic
it
damage.
didn't damage it, but like the spell still took hold, right?
Yes.
So then I am going to use. I'm going to use impair. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw, and
As
I'm
an
going to
action.
Nope, but I'm using my. I have my Pentacle of Woe. Burning a slot of it to use it as a bonus action.
Recharges, spend a charge as a bonus
I've
action
only
to cast
used
Hex.
one
That
charge.
okay. All right. And a con save. That's a pass. So unfortunately, your hex does not take hold.
Okay. I'm gonna, before my turn ends, call out, it's immune to psychic damage. And end my turn.
Albus, another 2d6.
This is the problem with Constitution saving throw things, because most things have high Constitution.
Honestly, it does not have high. It just actually had a really good roll. But it steps out. It's going to attack the elk. Ooh, you know what? I need the elk to make a wisdom save. Fuck me, really? What a terrible roll. Give me a wisdom save from your elk, please. Wow. Okay. So half as much.
Bro, it knows 4 languages. Like, chill, dude.
That's more of an intelligence thing than a wisdom thing. But it still takes 3 psychic damage. Albus, you feel you as you're holding on to its back, it kind of starts shaking its head for a minute, and you can see a little bit of blood fly off as it whips its head back and forth. Probably coming from its nose.
I will pat it on the head and say, "Hang in there, buddy. You're doing fantastic."
Fuck my life. Cal, you're up.
Cal steps forward onto the body of this thing, kind of gets into a position and does an overhead chop at this one here. And before he does that, will bonus action rage.
And can
Okay.
you mark the one that's cursed?
It
Because the accursed
was.
axe still took hold. The bottom one, I think.
So we're gonna make your curses pink.
Well, that's a spell. It's not really it's not one of my hex curses, though. Just so you know.
Still, your effect is pink.
Look at that! Look at that roll.
Wow. There
Wow.
goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Whiff.
Hey, at least it wasn't a nat 1.
Yep, that's a good point. And that's Cal.
Yeah. Albus.
All right. So we're gonna spare Blair from my last deer pun, and I will cast Eldritch Blast, 1 on each of them.
You mean Elkdrish Blast?
God damn it!
Oh,
I was gonna say it, but
Was that actually the one you had in the chamber? Was that actually
Yes.
the pun? Wow. Well, all right. Just make your fucking attacks.
and any successful one is gonna have the pushing effect for 10 feet.
Oh, you bastard. All right. Okay. Give me your damage. Zoop. It flies back into the spell effect.
All right, second blast. Let's see if we can push the other guy in there.
That is a hit. Give me your damage and then give me a d6 on top. All right. Wow. Wow, that is just enough. So, as you release your second Eldritch Blast, and you stretch out your hands. The first one hits the one, it sends him back into your arms of Hadar. Your second one goes off simultaneously, slams this creature in the face. It slams backwards. You hear a squelching sound as it slams into something in that spell area. It squelches hard, and it kind of like falls forward back into the space where it started, and it is just split open. The ooze and slime leaking from its body.
All right, just the one left at this point. I'll drop the concentration on the spell.
Oh, are you sure?
Don't forget, I did tell you there's another thing in there.
Oh, I know, but but uh,
Has the other thing in there been taking damage?
No.
Not that we would know that.
Yeah, not that you would know, but I can tell you
More of a
it-
reminder for you that maybe it should have been.
no. There's a reason it's not.
Yeah, that's fine. Just making sure.
nah, we'll drop it. Let's. I think I've this might be holding up combat a little bit right now. So
Okay. And you can see the last one standing there, also looking quite weak.
I don't see it.
What do you mean you don't see it? Like,
Oh no, I was thinking you meant the Hokum or whatever his name is.
all right. He's got... Elk.
So how does this work? Can the elk get up to that guy up there? Is Cal in the way?
He can get to it. He will have to lower his head though, because the ceiling is only 15 feet, and with his antlers, he is over 15 feet.
So in that case, he would do a ram attack, pushing him through. Can he keep moving after the ram attack? Hold on, hold on, how much movement is it? He's got 60 feet of movement.
Jesus Christ!
If it were to back up, would it push me?
Probably. Either that or trample you.
Okay, well, because it likes me, it's gonna back up and it's gonna like gently kick me out of the way.
Yeah, as it backs up, it just kind of
Pushes me 5 feet.
yeah, it just kind of like nudges you with its hind end so you can move yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna move all the way back to
All
and
right.
it's going to do a ram attack with a charge. So if the elk moves at least 20 feet straight toward a target and hits it, then the ram attack takes an extra 7 plus 2d6 damage.
No, the 7 is what the average of 2d6 is. So you would still roll it.
So yeah, so it takes an extra 2.
All right, and then roll me your extra. Okay. So what we can do actually is I'm going to change that stat block a little bit so that when you use the ram or like when you mention the ram attack or use that charge, it's actually going to auto roll it in there, so you don't have to roll a second set of dice. It'll roll it automatically.
If that 22 damage doesn't kill it, then you have to do a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right, the next time you hit that charge attack, it will automatically roll it. Where it says 2d6, it'll roll the 2d6. So that is 22 damage, huh? Okay.
And so it
Would you
moved
like to
back
describe
what?
this, or you want me to describe it?
I'll describe it, but it moved back what, 10 feet?
15.
15, and it's got 60 feet.
So
So it's
45
gonna
more.
charge straight through, and it would stop here. So it backs up, it rears up, it gives me a look, and like I make eye contact and kind of get it as it takes its back foot and gently like push kicks me to the side and does its push in the floorboards, puts its head down, charges forward, and as it goes through that thing, it just explodes.
Yes, pieces of this creature end up everywhere, including all over poor Albus, who was riding on its back. You ever been riding in a car and a bug hits your side view mirror and just explodes all over your face? That's what happens,
Yeah,
Albus. That's what happens.
Can it see
That's
the
okay.
other
That's why I
one?
took prestidigitation.
And with that, combat is over, and we are going to take our 10-minute break because I need to pee like a racehorse. Or an elk, maybe. I think they have big bladders too. So we will be back, everybody.
That's what fucking
So not
does.
like an elk, because you got a pussy bladder.
And welcome back, everybody. So, as combat ends, what do y'all want to do?
Astariel, are you okay? I am so sorry.
I'm fine. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I thought I was a better aim than that. I did not think I would turn you into an elven pinata.
I'm back.
That's so lovely.
Wow.
Is this door locked?
It is not.
Well, I'm going to be on the ready when I open it.
Kyle's gonna go over to check on Astariel and help them up, make sure they're good.
As you walk over, you see Astariel healing yourself. Shuck, in that room, you find look to be large iron balls. Could be used for a mangonel or a cannon, perhaps. You also find several ballista bolts. However, you notice that all of these ones here are a little damaged.
Just ballista bolt and cannonball supplies in this one. What's in that other one?
Kyle will look.
Al, here's in. It's a shitter!
It's the privy. Speaking of, hold on, boys.
Can I send a message to our captain?
Ow. Yeah.
Oh, it's 8 characters long. Oh man, like I fucked up picking this spell. I didn't realize it was only 8 characters long. Do we?
Unlike a
do
computer, we will not count spaces as characters.
we-
Do
It'll
not
say
go in there.
UWNTBALS. And then a second page will show up with a question mark. UWNT. You want balls? Question mark.
And that's how a new romance was started.
And then a third page will show up saying canon.
You're kind of muffled, my dude.
Sorry, it's because my headphone is uncomfortable. The side with the microphone is the side that doesn't have the ear grip, so I have it pushed back. The third page that shows up will say canon. You want balls? Question mark. Canon.
Okay.
And then another one. If yes, rock ship. However many pages I have to send to say that.
You don't feel the ship a rocking.
I won't come a knocking with my balls then.
All right, so that's going to take him a good minute to do all that. What the rest of y'all doing?
I will take this opportunity to cast Prestidigitation on myself and Bullwinkle. You know, get the guts off us.
That is also going to take you a good minute or two because that only covers a 1 foot cube, I believe, doesn't it? Per cast.
Yep.
Bullwinkle, after he's done doing that and recognizes what he's doing, would
Well, hold on.
I was just saying, would get down on his knees to let him off.
All right, that's going to be a few minutes. Let's flash over to. I mean, Kyle's going to be a few minutes. He's taking a shit.
Yep.
It's Fahan. What are you doing?
Going down the stairs.
All right, you head downstairs. Stario, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna tentatively explore downwards. Definitely towards the back, though.
Okay. So you and Isfahan head downstairs. As you guys get near the stairs, you can see. Give me. All right. The splintered remains of a mangonel lie on the forward deck, strewn around piles of ammunition. You also see that there is a grate in the floor, same as the kind of one you have in your ship, for loading large cargo in through a dock crane. There's also another set of stairs going down.
And I would go over to that other set of stairs. Actually, there are doors. Okay. Sorry, I was stuck.
Yeah, as you continue to move into the space, you do see doors and you see a hallway. Oh.
Surprise!
Okay, rubber stack. Gotta spit up my candy if I'm gonna start like actually talking.
Everybody forgot about the fact there's still one more guy on the ship for sure.
Oh no, not everybody.
No, even Stario said she was gonna head down tentatively. As you get near this door, as you get near this door, you notice a trail of what looks to be like a bit of slime. You pop the door open, and inside is one of these worm-like creatures, however much smaller than the others. It looks to be shivering, and as it turns towards you, it brandishes a dagger in one of its three-fingered hands. However, as it does, it's shaking. It's trying to get its back to the wall. It's starting to push on the wall, like it's trying to just push itself through the wall.
Anyone getting deja vu of that fucking thing that he had on his shoulder? That
Yeah.
Albus made his pet?
It was not my pet. It was a survivor that I was trying to make sure lived.
What did you name it? The thing we couldn't get wet? The fucking gremlin?
Arnie.
Yeah. Arnie vibe.
Well, I'm going to tell this thing in common. We mean you no harm if you surrender.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second.
Does it look like Arnie?
No,
Looks like a round disc.
Arnie was fucking cute and fluffy.
I thought Arnie was a grotesque slug monster.
No. The other things on the ship were.
We were in a dungeon. We weren't on a ship.
No, it was a
I
ship.
thought we were in a simulation.
The simulation was a simulation of a ship. It was cute and fluffy. The other thing, dude, it was literally gremlins. It was literally gremlins.
See, I did not think we were on a ship. I thought we were in some, like, murder dungeon.
I literally described the fucking stars that you could see out from the captain's chair.
You describe a lot of things, bro.
Then pay the fuck attention. It's important information. Now, anyways, back to what we're doing right now. So, you see it morph its form into yours, Isfahan. It's still brandishing the dagger and shaking. It has now actual eyes that you can easily see. Give me an insight at advantage. It's terrified.
I'll hold my arms up as if to show that I have no weapons and say again, we mean you no harm.
A voice comes back that sounds just like you, but afraid. That's what you said. Or sorry, that's what they said when they came before. They took our only means of escape. And I just watched you kill the last of my family.
Well, this is awkward. In for a penny, in for a pound, I move in and attack.
Wow. Okay. Roll it.
Attack?
Yeah?
It's like, that's what they said. All right, I'll kill you then.
Well, dude, I mean, it's like, hey, you just killed my family. I'm like, great, so he just murdered a bunch of people. I'm not going to take him back aboard the ship and take him to a friendly port.
Doesn't mean you
Well,
gotta
this-
fucking kill him either.
Yeah, he said they said that, and then they killed its family.
No. They said that, and then you just... he's talking about, obviously, two different groups of people here. That is what the other people said, and then you guys came here and killed the family. That's a hit.
Okay, yeah, kill it.
Make your other attack. Yep.
I'll quit rolling advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you just killed a big source of information.
All right, what a loser.
Yeah!
See you in hell, Benoto Kralazar.
Yeah, it falls to the ground dead.
Sorry, bro.
You know,
I'm gonna
leaving
search
things alive is an option, right? Like, you can totally just like, cool, well, we're gonna ransack the ship and just leave him on the ship and leave. Like, Jesus.
Well, bro, you gave me a really strong motive to kill him. He's a witness to our having killed his family.
Always end the bloodline.
Nobody's gonna care about these particular creatures. They are known to be evil. Like,
There you go. They're evil.
Oh.
Fucking.
But,
he's
but
evil.
Yeah.
he cared about those creatures.
Well, now I don't have to worry about a revenge arc from him.
yeah,
Oh.
but there's still the whole thing of like, hey, you know, get information before you slaughter
Yeah.
and stuff.
We already know where we're going. Rock and brawl.
Well, I tried that, and then you're like, okay, you just murdered my family. All right, well, fuck.
It is what it is. That's D&D, bruh.
No,
Yep,
that's
so I'm
murder
gonna search
hobo.
him.
That's what that is.
No,
I
he had a knife.
tried to talk to him first, bro. I tried to talk to him first.
A slug with a knife? That's a
I
threat,
mean,
man.
there's still like, you know, persuasion rolls to be had. Like, you continue the conversation before you just go straight to fisticuffs. Just saying.
I still wouldn't say it's murder hobo. Murder hobo would be him being unarmed, like, please don't hurt me. It's like stomp.
Dude, have you seen my charisma?
He was threatening him.
He was not. He was clearly afraid.
He was brandishing a dagger, and I said very clearly, stop resisting.
Yeah, he's a cop. What do you want?
That's how it
is
works down
the
here.
most American bullshit excuse
say,
I have ever
that's open.
fucking heard.
Open
He had a weapon.
case.
He had a
closed
weapon.
He's got a gun!
He came right at me.
Even
We all
have a-
saw it.
Reaching for something.
The body cam will
I
prove it. He
saw
had
it.
a knife.
Yup.
Shuck morphs into another person. I saw it too.
Nice.
Body cam.
All
bet
right,
his was
well,
turned
he's
off.
dead. What do y'all want to do?
Loot
Search the
ship.
room.
Cal will finish up and head downstairs.
I would follow Cal once we're done looting up here.
Oh, I'm stuck. Cal's stuck.
I'll leave Bullwiggle behind.
Where
and
the
I'll
fuck
join
did
my-
you just... I was about to move you, Cal. Yo, if you're stuck, just say you're stuck and stop trying to move, because I don't know where the fuck you just disappeared to.
I'm still where I was.
No,
Me and
you're
Cal are in
gone.
the stairwell. I can see us both in the stairwell of this stereo.
Oh, not on mine.
Yeah.
Cal's gone on mine. Delete yourself, Cal.
Delete yourself.
Bye, guys.
You killed that guy. Delete yourself.
No, that was John that did that.
Yeah, it was a group
Hey.
effort.
I tried
I'm gonna-
talking to him.
I'm
We
gonna
all
come
take
down and
ownership.
see this dead thing in the corner and say to Isfahan, "Nice work," and give him a high five.
High five Cal back. Yeah, this one just wouldn't give up.
Mm.
That's the one. That's the extra one.
Well, maybe he's got something on him.
Would you like to search this time and I'll help you?
Yeah. Take a look.
So now that I'm down here, that crane that you were talking about, does it look operational?
There's no crane. What I said is grates in the floor, like what they would open so that a dock crane can put loads onto the ship.
Oh, I heard dock crane. All right, fair enough.
You heard two of the words out of the full sentence.
Well, I just assumed that meant there was a dock crane in here, but I just missed the dock part.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways,
I'm problem solving for my elk.
Albus, you and your boy, you and the elk are all cleaned up. By the way, I'll bring you down too.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you two, there's another stairwell.
So in this room, you find maps of the Astral Sea, maps of other different spots in space, such as wild space and great space.
I'll take the maps with us for our ship.
Yeah, good call. Just gonna say we should maybe take anything here. So that anything else of use? What about this creature here? He have anything else on him besides the knife? And could the knife be thrown?
It's a dagger. Yes, it could be thrown.
Cal will take the dagger and ask Isfahan if he wants it.
Hey,
Nah,
do you
I'm all
guys
good. Go for it.
do you guys recognize what type of creature it is?
Yeah, it looks like a much younger Sirlon. Y'all killed a
Another evil
child.
Sirloin.
Why did
And-
it have
and
a
do-
name?
It had a
Yeah,
name
like,
because you
that's
guys
really a
were
problem.
supposed to interact with the motherfucker.
Do we know, like, just in general,
Interesting.
do we know that these things are like evil creatures?
Often, but I mean, same can be said of many races. Drow, for instance, and yet there are some Drow that are the greatest heroes of a certain age.
No, it was justified. I want to check out these stairs. There's a closed door over there and a stairwell over here. I'm gonna check out the stairs, guys.
I'll check the door.
Before I go down the stairs, is there light down there like on all the other levels?
It is much, it is, yes, there is. There are small globes of light, bioluminescent, small orbs sitting in flesh-like sockets.
So where am I now? That's the stairs coming down.
Yes. But you see more stairs down further.
I want to be wary going in there and maybe ready an eldritch orb if anything jumps out.
All right, well,
before
let's
we
deal with what's happening on the floor above you first. Yeah, you guys see some busted up rooms, Cal and Isfahan. It has definitely been ransacked. The chest is wide open with nothing in it. The beds have been tossed. The chest in Cal, your room, has been busted open, broken as there's a lock on it, and the contents emptied.
Okay. Place has been cleared out.
Yep,
Anything in there? Yeah.
not a thing. Down the stairs, maybe?
Hmm.
All right, Shuck, you were the first one down. Continue to move down. And down here, you see. Cargo hold looks and smells like a slaughterhouse. Bodies lie strewn about the deck, and the floor is stained with blood. Most of the bodies appear to be human, but one is an arachnid form with an eel-like neck and a head that lies as motionless as the others.
Eldritch orb on it. I don't even care. As soon as you say arachnid form, Eldritch orb.
At what?
The arachnid thing on the floor. I don't care if it's dead. I'm making sure.
All right, give me a moment. Yeah. It's dead.
No, it's super good. I'm going to move in. Do I see anything that catches my eye on the way in, or anything that I think looks dangerous? Like, is the blood from any of these things sizzling?
It is not.
All right. Well, then I guess if I don't see anything like right away that catches my eye, I would just start at the top of the room where I am and start searching through things as I go.
All right. Is everybody else coming down?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Just kind of looking in slight shock and horror at the corpse.
Shuck's right at home in this kind of carnage.
Al's gonna immediately take out his greatsword again when he sees the arachnid and be like, "Oh dear God!"
I
And
made
he's
sure
gonna
that one's
investigate
dead.
it as well. He wants to really check out this corpse of the spider wherever it ended up after the blast.
Yeah, you don't even need to do an investigation. You know that this is a Nyogi.
Oh boy,
Is that a space spider?
that's a space spider, and there's. Hold on here. Let me post something from Al. So Cal, you would know this. You would all know this. Cal will turn to the group and say, "Do you know the scar across my back? You've all seen it. He has, FYI, he has a gnarly scar across his back. Whenever you see him without his gear on, one of these things um, gave this to me years ago, before the Spelljammer Academy." And then he spits on the ground and stomps on the corpse.
Never be too certain.
They're kill on sight. Because if you don't, they'll take you out. Strike hard when you see these things and quick.
I'm with you. 4 legs is the limit.
Yeah.
I shake my head. So racist.
It's not even racist. These things are deadly and they will kill you. It's just I don't know, they're on a whole nother level, but wonder what happened down here.
Give me a medicine check. Okay. You can tell with the way the legs are folded up on this creature that the Yogi has died within 24 hours. However, it seems that a lot of these human bodies with the rigor mortis set in and the rot starting to set in, that they've probably died days ago.
Al will relay that to the group, and then yeah, probably suggest research this place. The Nyogi were probably after something. If this was them, and I'm assuming it is, like they're pretty gnarly, but I'm assuming it's them now. Um, and we'll say that yeah, they must have been after something. Maybe there's something they left behind or missed.
I'll help someone search if they want to. It's not
Yeah,
much to say though.
I think we should search everything, like everything that's down here, the people and the crates, if there's anything left.
Sure.
Yes, we should cordon it off in quadrants. Each of us start from a different end.
Yeah, I'll take this corner, starting with the Niyogi.
I've already got my corner to start at.
Everybody give me an investigation.
What the fuck? Can I use, hold on. Am I able to use my clockwork amulet? Oh no, because then it would be +0.
And you gotta decide you want to use it before you roll anyway.
Okay.
And it has to be an attack roll. So, Isfahan, you find a barrel filled with brine, and there's a strange smell coming from it. You lift the lid off and you look in this brine. Slowly, something starts to rise out of it.
What does it look like?
4 brains rise to the top and bob there.
Put the lid back on.
You know that
It
this
is
is
a
a mind.
flayer ship.
Yeah, I was about to say. You know that this is a mind flayer ship, and that is what they eat: brains.
Cool. Putting the lid back on.
Astario, you are still whispering your rolls, FYI, but you find as you search the bodies, you come up with 23 gold. You know what? I'll just paste this. Find 23 gold, 117 silver in loose change, and a bloodstone ring worth 50 gold. Albus,
Yes.
as you search through some of these crates and such, you manage to find enough food and water stored in crates and casks to nourish 10 medium creatures for 5 days. So basically 50 rations.
Sweet.
And that all.
I found nothing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of junk.
Wait, you just jumped us back to our ship.
No, I
What about
didn't.
the
I did not jump you back to your ship. I jumped
Oh
you
my
lower.
bad. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh,
You also notice that there
guys.
is a door and a hallway.
Hey, Cal, is that arachnid thing venomous?
I don't think they are, but DM.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if they're in my my monster harvester.
I think they're just like crazy slashing damage. They have like razor arms.
I'm just looking for
Okay.
alchemic potential.
They're nasty, these things.
Isfahan cries out, "What the fuck?"
And Cal will come running.
Oh, hold on. I was still working on this. And we're move back to where you were. Close the door. Well, we're not there yet. I'm still working on what I was asked. Give me a minute here.
Yogi. Ugh, yeah. Not good. So these things are. Never mind. DM, take it away.
Yes, Cal, you would know that they do have a poisonous bite.
Ooh.
So I have my empty bottle my potion was in. Can I try and extract some venom into my bottle?
It has been dead for 24 hours, so as you try to extract venom from it, you don't really get any. However, if you would like to give me 1 second. Gotta look up what check this.
Yeah, and is there a sac inside of it that the poison came from?
Fuck, I had a table that tells me what you should harvesting certain types. Here it is. So to harvest something from a Neogi, which a Neogi is an aberration, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
I was more talking to myself. Aberration, okay. Arcana. Shit, I did not mean to close that.
That is the best roll I've had. Well, I guess not the best roll I've had all night, but that's the best roll I've had on like an investigation type roll all night.
Hey,
Skill check, that's the word.
roll me 2d6. You get 7 teeth. And that is what you can do with it.
So is it in chat what these things are called so I can,
It's a Neogi tooth.
yeah, okay.
Huh?
I said Neogi, okay.
Neogi. So keep that in mind what they do. Cal, having some rather nasty interactions with the Neogi before, you're also aware that they're not easily charmed or frightened. Somebody
Yeah,
like
how
to
much
extract
you
the
say-
brain?
How much would Cal know about Nyogi, like with this scenario? Like we never really hashed it out outside of it, but this is part of the backstory a little bit. Like, would he know a little bit more about them because of this encounter?
What information are you looking for?
I had a thought a while ago and now it's gone from my brain.
If I with my blowgun, could I just like straight up shoot teeth out my blowgun?
A blowgun uses a tiny dart. A tooth will not fit in it.
All right.
Think, you know, like was that Indiana Jones where they're shooting those little tiny darts? They're almost like, they almost look like cactus
Yeah.
needles. So a big ass tooth wouldn't fit in that.
Would me being proficient with blowguns, if I found something bigger, be able to use a tooth like a spitball?
You, I'm gonna say no, because they still have to they have to be very, very lightweight to be able to be used as like something like that. And you would have to have the actual, do you have a woodcarver's proficiency?
No. Navigator tools, water vehicles, and alchemist.
Your mom, or your kind of mother, smothered.
Alchem-
God damn it.
Poisoner kit, navigator's tools, water vehicles, and alchemist.
So you wouldn't know how to make a good blowgun.
I remember what I was thinking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Cal wants to tell the group generally what he knows about Nyogi, and that's more just about what he knows about their general mindset and how they conduct themselves. Having my background as it is, knowing kind of about these creatures, just so everyone's aware. I pretty much want to tell everyone that they're ruthless, nasty creatures. They're known to be slavers and plunderers, just like we see here. So kill on sight.
Yeah, that would probably be common knowledge with most of you. You probably would have had a run in at least once or twice with Nyogi over your years of patrols and shit.
At least a slide in orientation.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody give me an Arcana. One person.
I could do it.
Do it. Do it. Yeah.
All right. You also have some knowledge on these creatures. You think its brain could be used for something?
We have the means and the tools. We can make it smarter, faster, stronger. Or at the very least, use it for spell components.
Yeah. Let me know if you want anything off it, but better off dead. And Cal will start moving on.
What's the weight for these teeth? Since you said they need to be super light to shoot.
I mean, I meant like the darts are super light, but like, what'd you get? 7 of them? I don't know, maybe like 0.1 pounds.
Okay, because we're keeping track of weight, right? So I figured I should have.
Fair enough. Appreciate you looking out.
I wouldn't have asked until you're like, it needs to be super light to be able to shoot it out of any kind of thing. I was like, oh, that means it's gotta weight.
So, what are y'all doing?
I'm harvesting those body parts.
All right.
Have we searched as far as we can go down?
Well, there's a door back here.
Well, it's going to take a few minutes. Albus, give me another Arcana if you're taking the brain.
Will do.
And that other door, Ishfahan, the one you walked past, did somebody
I'm
go in there
certainly
already?
not.
Yeah, it was a shitter.
Damn,
Yeah.
this ship's got a lot of shitters.
I took a closer look.
You get like 30 seconds into trying to dissect this brain or remove the brain. Squatch, you need to put on push to talk, my boy. You're breathing into your microphone.
Sorry.
You get about 30 seconds into trying to remove this brain, and you slip and unfortunately destroy the brain.
No. Oh well, I did my best.
Who could have known that you needed the brains to remove a brain?
Sir, I am a wizard. I am very intelligent.
I turn into him. Sir, I am a wizard. I am very intelligent. The hubris.
Give me a second, Isfahan, before you go open that door.
You're good.
I'm just gonna look at poor Shuck and say, "Yeah, I know Elk more intelligent than you."
I hang my hand. Yeah, damn. That elk is a beast, eh?
Well, his name is Bullwinkle, and he is quite powerful. Absolutely.
I accept your name of Bullwinkle. But that now that you've named him, that means that you are responsible for helping me make sure we get him back to our ship.
Are creatures permanent that come out of that thing?
Until dawn or until they die.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the uses reset at dawn. I get 3 uses per day. I'm pretty sure I can even summon more than one at a time. I'm not positive though, but yeah, they're there until dawn or until they die.
Okay.
Isfahan, as you get near this door, about here, you hear, "Help! Help! Is anyone out there?"
Ooh, someone to kill. I'll yell out to the rest of the party. There's someone back here that sounds like they need help.
Hey, someone is out there. Look, I was trapped in here. I was part of the human crew. The hideous creatures that ransacked the ship, they trapped me in here. The door seems to be locked or barred or something. I can't get out.
Be careful, Ishfahan. The way they stumbled over horrible creatures makes me think that they don't think they're horrible creatures.
Good point.
Wait, which horrible creatures are they talking about?
Probably us.
I don't know if you've seen any yet. Is there still any Neogis out there?
Now they know. The person knows the name. Be wary, Ishfahan. I'm gonna ready a spell. I'm not gonna use it unless I need to, but I'm gonna ready my Eldritch Orb.
The door's locked.
Yeah,
Well,
as you
I'm-
get closer, you notice that the door to this forward compartment has been fastened shut with sutures made of ropes and steel hooks.
Well, that's suspicious. Somebody must have been very scared of what's inside.
Should we prepare ourselves then?
I don't have a way through the door.
Let me take a look.
Did you say it was just ropes and like hangers holding it shut?
Ropes and steel hooks.
So
Uh,
cutting the ropes release the steel hooks.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, Cal was gonna come over and just start kind of hacking and seeing what he can do. He would probably swing the great sword to try to cut the rope if it were that obvious, and then try to see if the door were open.
See, I listen.
I just got 2 words out of it, that's all.
Locked and door.
Yeah.
It actually, the words were fastened shut, not locked.
It was actually just a tongue-in-cheek reference back to the discussion of the crane and the grating in the floor.
Oh, I know, motherfucker, I know. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
As you pop the door open, Chuck, get the fuck back.
Oh, I'm going back. I saw that.
Yeah, no, you were right there, sir.
so quick.
Stop! Everybody, stop fucking moving. Jesus. When I start a description, you guys got to stop moving because like time is frozen, so I can tell you what you're seeing. All right. Damn. All right. A large creature. Currently with almost ethereal, non-opaque bubbles on its skull. The fish-like face with 4 eyes, 2 on either side of its head. Top of its head seems to have a almost translucent, that's the word I was looking for. Translucent bubbles on the top of its head that pulsate as it stares at you. Each of these translucent bubbles holds a brain that seems to squirm as he sits still, watching you. Excuse me.
Careful, it may contain vital information.
You hear it once again in a human voice. I appreciate you releasing me. Now, is there anybody else left alive?
Yes, there's 47 more men out here.
Have I ever seen anything like this or heard about this in my time as a spelljammer?
Arcana. Wow. Yes. You believe this to be a Nethalgu. Nethalgu. I'll put that in at. You know that this thing tends to devour humanoid brains, but instead of eating them, it consumes them and creates a new bubble on its head for it. These are dangerous, and they use these brains to expand magical ability.
Oh, we know where the heads went.
Who said that there was a bunch of people still?
I said we have 47 more people out here.
Deception.
And like, can I close the door?
Nice.
I got a +7 for deception.
Well, 47 more. I guess I'll start with you. And it starts to lunge towards the door.
Fuck.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end for the evening.
That was a good session.
Yeah, that was good.